Friends, we are in the module number 1 and under electrochemistry we are in battery technology chapter, and in this session we are going to discuss about the construction and working of a nickel metal hydride battery. Okay, nickel metal hydride battery is one of the secondary batteries which comes under secondary batteries. That is meaning is we can recharge and reuse the battery until its shelf and cycle lives are good. Okay, and even it comes under modern batteries. Okay, so what are the advantages of this modern batteries means, like in the case of the zinc air battery, for example, even it is one of the modern batteries. One of the active component will be used directly from the atmosphere. Like in a zinc air battery, air is directly used from the atmosphere. Okay, so there will be a large amount of place for the anodic material, so these batteries will be highly efficient, right? In the case of this nickel metal hydride battery, there will be a metal hydride coating. What is the metal hydride? When the metal is reacting with hydrogen, metal hydride will be formed. You know this, right? Okay, so what is the property here? The metal hydride, no, like here, no, there is a large amount of place for the one of the active components, so they will be giving more shelf and cycle life to the batteries. Okay, this is one of the batteries which is used in the electric vehicles, light vehicles. Like electric vehicles, nickel metal hydride batteries will be used. Okay, they will be giving higher capacities, and even it is a less toxic. This is the one we can say that nickel metal hydride battery is a converted version of the nickel cadmium battery. Okay, previously nickel cadmium battery used to be there. Okay, even it may be used in some places. Okay, cadmium is having many environmental issues, right? It will be harming all the living things. So cadmium is not used here, so it is less toxic or non-toxic. Okay, so let us see what are all the active components here in this nickel metal hydride battery. These batteries are similar to the nickel cadmium batteries. Okay, the difference is it will not contain any cadmium. Okay, and these batteries will be have a high self discharge rate and are relatively expensive to purchase. This is one of the disadvantages. Construction and working of the nickel metal hydride battery. The rechargeable nickel metal hydride battery, it will be consisting of the active materials. Okay, metal hydride at the anode, any metal hydride will be used, either MH or MH2 type. And the cathodic material consists of a nickel oxyhydride. NiOOH is the cathodic material. Okay, at anode, there will be a porous structure of the metal hydride will be there. Porous structure of the metal hydride will be there, and the metal alloys like AB2 or AB5 types of alloys are coated on them. Like for example, LaNi5. Okay, AB5 means LaNi5. Okay, like that, and alloys are coated on it, which helps in a easy adsorption and desorption of the hydrogen. Okay, this point you remember, this is one of the key points in this battery. You just remember easy adsorption and desorption of hydrogen. Okay, you can use this to remember the reaction also. Okay, there will be addition and removal of hydrogen. Okay, that's all is working about of this batteries. Very easy to remember. You just remember the key point here: adsorption and easy adsorption and desorption of hydrogen will be taking place. That is due to the coated alloys like AB2 and AB5 type alloys. Okay, and in this nickel metal hydride battery, smaller area of the negative electrode and larger volume of the positive electrodes are used, which results in a higher capacities. Okay, and longer shelf life for these batteries. And there will be a presence of a synthetic separator between the anode and cathode, and the separator will be generally made up of a polypropylene or any non-woven material. Okay, which will be used as a separator and also for the medium for the electrolyte. Okay, and generally used electrolyte in this batteries will be aqueous potassium hydroxide. Okay, right? So what are all the components of this battery? At anode, metal hydride will be there, and at cathode, nickel oxyhydride is there. Electrolyte used is a KOH, and a polypropylene separator will be there, which is a separator and media for electrolyte. Okay, and the battery will be it also will be having a safety ventilation, okay, so that there will not be a creation of the any pressure in the battery. Safety ventilation will be there, and the whole battery setup will be wrapped by a stainless steel case, so there will be, you know, leak proof will be there, okay. There will not be a problem of leakage in this type of batteries. This is about the model diagram of the battery. There will be a porous anode, which is a metal hydride, and cathode is a nickel oxyhydride, even that is a porous structure. In between the anode and cathode, there is a presence of a polywoven separator and electrolyte, and at the top of the battery there will be a contact spring for further electrical contacts. And let us see what will happen during discharge and recharging of the battery. I told you this comes under area secondary batteries, that is rechargeable batteries, okay. So at anode, during discharging process, what will happen? The metal hydride reacts with the hydroxyl ions to form metal with the water and electron, okay. See there, oxidation took place. How oxidation took place? What is the proof? There is a removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen is a oxidation, or addition of oxygen is oxidation, right? So here addition and removal of hydrogen only will be taking place, okay. That's what I said to remember. There is an easy adsorption and desorption of hydrogen, okay. So here at the anode, during the anodic reaction, there is removal of hydrogen with the liberation of water and electron, and the water and electron are reacting at the cathode, okay. The oxyhydride present at the cathode will be accepting the electrons and will react with the water and will get reduced to NiOH twice, okay. So here what happened? There is an addition of H. NiOH was there, okay. There is it is becoming NiOH twice, okay. In the first step, removal of hydrogen. In the second step at cathode, reduction took place, okay, addition of hydrogen, right. So the overall reaction in the battery is when nickel oxyhydride reacts with a metal hydride, there is a formation of nickel 2 hydroxide with the metal. This is the overall reaction. Clear? There is an removal and addition of hydrogen and at a anode and cathode respectively. And a typical battery of the nickel metal hydride battery will be giving around 1.35 volts of current. Fine. And when you are writing the reactions, you must write for all the reactions double arrows, okay. Forward reaction you should write discharging, and the backward recharging. So what is the meaning? For example, at anode, when we take metal hydride reacts with hydroxyl ions to form metal with water with electrons, right? During recharging, what will happen? The metal reacts with H2O and electron to form back the metal hydride and OH minus. So when the battery is fully recharged, it is replacing completely with the metal hydride and hydroxyl ions. Original concentration has been replaced. So you must write while writing two arrows, forward reaction discharging, and the backward reaction is a recharging. Fine. And the advantages of the batteries are capacity, long cell cycle life, okay, as it is cadmium free, environmentally friendly it will be, and simple storage and transportation, and least maintenance due to the stainless steel wrapped one, right. And the disadvantages are limited discharge current, limited service life, and high maintenance and high self-discharge. These are about the disadvantages of the battery. Applications are, it is used in cellular phones, in emergencies, in power tools, okay. And main application of this is almost of the batteries will be used in all these devices, okay. Different application of this batteries is which is used in portable electric vehicles. Portable electrical vehicles. This is about the applications of nickel metal hydride battery, which is one of the modern batteries, okay. So here the important points to remember are, you should remember anode, cathode and electrolyte. Anode is metal hydride, cathode is nickel oxyhydride, and the electrolyte is a potassium hydroxide, a polywoven separator, okay, which is a separator, and the medium for electrolyte will be there, fine. And at anode, porous material of metal hydride will be present, which is coated by either AB2 or AB5 types of alloys, which helps in a easy adsorption and desorption of a hydrogen, okay. I told you to remember the key point, easy adsorption and desorption of hydrogen. The same thing will work out during writing the reactions. At anode, there is a removal of hydrogen, and at cathode, there is an addition of hydrogen. So the overall reaction here is a MH when it is reacting with NiOH. It will be giving rise to M plus NiOH2. Okay, that's the overall reaction. And you must write for the forward reaction discharging, and for the backward reaction you must write recharging. Fine. And the different application of the battery is which is used in portable electric vehicles. Remaining are common examples, you can just remember. Fine. And we will be meeting with a new topic in the next session. Until then, thank you.